Hare Krishna. What does it mean to have detachment? This word comes up a lot in the yoga text, in the sacred yoga text, and in general it's considered one of the most important qualities to develop in order for you to advance spiritually and of course to experience joy, to experience peace. But detachment is very poorly understood. We think detachment in terms of not being interested, in just not caring. And so people get really confused when they talk about detachment and their actual lives, their friends and their family. But actually, detachment, what that means is not to not care. It doesn't mean that you don't worry about anything. What that means is that you do your best without expecting anything back. That's the key point of detachment. Do not expect anything back. So love, true love, means to not expect anything back. When you do something for someone expecting a return, that's not love. There are other names for that, including lust. When you're doing something for someone expecting something back, that's not true love. Love is about giving. Love is a one-way out vector. And that's the true state of spirituality, the state of loving, of giving, and being detached about what comes back. Because your focus is in what's coming out. What are you doing? What's your role in your life, in the world, and other people's lives around you? What are you doing for them? And being detached, you're not so worried about what they're going to do for you in return, because it's not about that. You are satisfied with the giving. You are complete in the loving. That's enough for you. And that actually is enough. You've experienced this before. For example, what's really famous, in our culture in general, a mother's love for her child, or a father's love, of course, as well. But typically we talk about a mother's love because it tends to be more intense and more visceral. So that love, a mother loving her child, that is sufficient. She doesn't expect the baby, the child, to do things for her in return. Because actually the baby cannot do anything in return. If it's just a little baby, it just sits there and cries and looks cute, but it can't do anything in return. It can't even speak. It can't even say thank you for all that hard work, all that food, all those nappy changes and late nights. It can't even say thank you. It'll take years and years and years for that child to even consider that they should be grateful for all that hard work, that huge effort you put into raising them. But why do people get so satisfied with children? Because they're giving. If they get into the mood of giving, and then they feel that profound, deep satisfaction of loving, of giving, and that itself is enough. So detachment means that you are not being self-interested. You are just interested in doing your best, in serving, in giving, in loving. And when you do your best, when you're operating on that level, you're going to be feeling great. You're going to be feeling fantastic. You're going to be in harmony. You're going to be happy because you're not expecting anything back. Because as soon as you expect something back from anything, you get yourself into trouble because things don't work out that way. You will not get back what you thought you should get back. As soon as you want anything back, you will be disappointed. You will be sad and hurt and frustrated because it just doesn't work that way. The satisfaction has to be in living, in giving, in being the best of you, in living your essence to your best, doing your very best with life. And that means detachment.